Whoa! What do you think you're doing?
This is the only way to finally end this.
What are you talking about?
Year after year, you bastards keep winning. This has to end. You've gotta die.
Hey, come on, calm down. Who knows? Maybe next year's the year.
I'm not taking that risk. Sorry, but I gotta do this.
You stabbed me.
I did.
You stabbed me, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, pretty sure I hit a lung too. Why aren't you dying?
You moron. I've connected my life to a secret thing. I'm like Voldemort. You can't kill me unless you figure out what it is. And you'll never.
Bergeron, isn't it?
No.
Yep. Definitely Bergeron. Alright then.
Wait. Shit.
Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team, that is a dub. Yes. 6-1 and 0. I mean, I know Boston fans are capable of being assholes, right? We're capable of it. We have that side to us. But the collective shit-eating grin that we must all be wearing right now, I mean, has Vancouver started burning down their city yet just based off of that? Do they even need to play us? What a fantastic start to the season. We are 6-1-0, undefeated on home ice, which was huge for us. 5-0 on home ice, I believe. It's a good start. We had an easier schedule to start the season, which is something a lot of us talked about. We're like, well, we just need to tread water for a few weeks. We have done far more than tread water. We are, right now, leading the league. We have the best 7-game start that anyone can have, so it's not like teams have games in hand and can pass us. Nope. We've got it. It's us. And we don't have Marchand or McAvoy yet. You see what I mean about the shit-eating grin now? Do you feel it? Like, to us, it's that warm, bubbly feeling that we get, you know? To everyone else, they want to die. They hate it. They hate when Boston wins stuff. They hate it. We still have a long way to go. Stanley Cup is the goal. But if you didn't believe in this team to start the season, I bet you're starting to change your tune just a little bit. A little bit. I feel great. Oh, I feel so good. And Dallas is coming in. They're 4-1-1. Ottinger has like a 9-6-0. I think it was a 9-5-9 through his 4 starts. Undefeated, obviously, in those starts. He's incredible. And that Dallas team can play. Their only regulation loss comes from the Senators, who just beat them. It's travel for them. It's back-to-back for them. There's advantages for us in this game. Fine. But that Dallas team brought it. And we were able to handle it. For us, Ullmark is in net. Like I mentioned, he was fantastic once again. And it's a 3rd straight game that he's starting. And I like to see that Monty, not afraid of hurting Sway's feelings, and said, no, Ullmark's the hot hand, man. He gets to start. Sway might get a chance. I mean, obviously he'll get games this week. But unless Ullmark falters, like, this is his net, man. This is his net. Carlo returns. He had another concussion that's very scary. I hate it. I hate it so much. He returns. He looked pretty good. Lauko sent down to Providence to keep us compliant on the roster size. He does not require waivers to get moved, unlike the video that I said a couple weeks ago that I was like, I wasn't sure about it. He does not require waivers. Zaboral was pushed out of the lineup so Carlo could slot back in. He will take his spot next to Riley on the 3rd pair. Grizz Lindholm will be the 1st pair. And then Forbort Clifton, who just steady, man. I mean, Cliffy hockey has his ups and downs, but that pair has been pretty good. Greer is going to slot back in on that 4th line. Freddie Coyle Smith will be your 3rd line, and the top 6 remains the same. Puck drops! Like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. We've been really good about starting the games hot, ferociously, intensely. 1:13 in, DeBrusk is going to draw an interference call. We're going to go to the power play. Power play looks really good, actually. Just didn't score on it. 1:16 into the power play. Hall's going to go for tripping. We're going to have a 4v4 for 44 seconds and then kill off the rest of the penalty kill after that, which we do. In about 11 minutes left, Coyle is also going to draw a high stick. We're going to go to the power play. Again, we don't have anything happen. Now, we just skipped over the first 10 minutes, right? We just flew by all that. The first 10 minutes was insane. The Bruins dominated possession. But they were up and down, scoring chances. The goalies are playing out of their mind. I cannot be clear enough on this. Ottinger is going to be a problem if this is what we get from him all year. Because not a single normal shot beat him tonight. He did not allow a real goal. 2 of them got past him. And we're going to talk about them, and I'll tell you why that is. But the reason I can't break down all the first 10 minutes is there's just tons of scoring chances left and right that no one could bury. Mostly for the Bruins, and Ottinger is just unbelievable. 8:15 left. Cliffy absolutely destroys Hintz. Hard hit. Hintz, it looks like his head hits the glass. He turned out to be fine. I wasn't really sure about this hit. After you look at it a couple times, it's a legal hit. It just had a close to a really bad occurrence to it. But Colin Miller jumps in to fight Cliffy, and Cliffy drops him like a bad habit. Just takes him the fuck. I thought he knocked him unconscious for a second. Just obliterates the man in this fight. Connects real hard. Beautiful fight. Beautiful hit. And the vibes of this period are just wonderful. Something Wyatt Johnson did during this whole scrum led to him also getting a roughing call. So we're going to go on the power play for the 3rd time of the night. And this was a goal that no man or woman since the invention of hockey would stop. It's just not possible. Lindholm is up at the top center of the blue line, and it's a soft pass. It's a slow pass. Everyone has time to adjust to it going to Pasternak in his office, and Pasternak's loaded up, and Ottinger's like, all right, big boy, here we go. Nothing he could do. If that is a fraction higher, it's posting out. A fraction to the right, posting out. A fraction lower, save. A fraction more in to the left, save. I mean, this was just the pinnacle of accuracy. It was an absolute bullet. And there's nothing anyone can do about that, especially when the pass is delivered so softly. Everyone could prepare for that shot, and no one could stop it. Pasternak's elite, if you didn't know. That will be the only goal of the period. And on we go to the second. It has been such a high-flying, fast-paced first where the Bruins have been the better team. It will be a high-flying, fast-paced second where the Dallas Stars are the better team for the majority of it. 1:30 in. Freddie gets an open net off a rebound, and it looks like maybe Sagan disrupted the stick enough to make him miss. It goes posting out. I kind of want to just believe that Freddie missed it because that's what Freddie does. And then it goes the other way because, of course, it does. That's the type of game we're playing. A falling Delandria, I think is the way you say his name. Basically, there's a transition, multiple bodies pushing past Olmark on the right side because no one can get a handle of this puck. The defense is there, but Delandria is falling. Puck's underneath someone's skates, smacks at it, and it goes right to Wyatt Johnson, who I don't even know if Olmark realized the puck had gotten out of that pile yet. Basically has an open net, and it's 1-1. And we're only a couple minutes into the second. A lot of butt clenching going on for the next 10 or so minutes, including at 7:20 left, Clifton is going to go for interference. A bullshit call. Terrible call. I hate it so much. But we kill it. But it's because Olmark basically has to be like an octopus. Grows a couple extra limbs and is just not allowing shit. It's just a beautiful effort. The defense in front of him isn't allowing a lot of second efforts, which is very important, obviously. I don't want to just sit here and compliment everybody on the ice, but everyone was so good. It was such an excellent game from a team standpoint, team chemistry. But we got to get a goal back. 1:03 left. We're back in their zone. We're applying some pressure. We're trying to push back a little bit. And it gets to Hall over in the right circle. And he just unleashes a blast. And the only reason this gets in, I do not know if it stood as Hall's goal or not. They might still change it. But it goes off of either Krejci or Suter, who's on the far side of Ottinger, and into the net. Ottinger was not going to be beat by anything that was mortal. There was no humanity getting by that guy. It had to be a weird, crazy bounce that's impossible to stop, or a shot that's impossible to stop. And that's the only 2 goals. Those are the only 2 goals that beat him. And Ullmark somehow was even better. I feel good. So it's 2-1. I wasn't sure if it would stand because Krejci was in the blue paint, and you know how soft they are by the goaltender interference, but they didn't even review it for it. It was pretty clear that Krejci had no effect on this, outside of maybe it deflecting off of him. Third period, I mean, guys, we have a power play, we have a penalty kill, nothing happens with those. Bergeron empty netter to 3-1. That's the final score, 3-1. I won the week of the podcast, by the way. Good job by me. By the way, shout out Short Shift Podcast. Check it out. We have a little bit of growth going on the channel right now, so if you haven't seen the podcast, check it out, Short Shift. Third period, you just can't talk about too much because it's just mayhem. The effort was still there. Both teams were slowing down. You could see kind of a little bit of tired legs because it's been such a fast-paced, high-octane game so far. But it was just a tremendous effort. And you know what? If I'm in that Stars locker room, if I'm walking off the ice, we just lost basically 2-1, right? There's an empty netter, so 3-1. But you're pissed off that you lost. Everyone hates losing. But like the coach isn't coming in screaming. No one's upset at anybody. Everyone's giving stick taps to Ottinger, of course. But there's a certain amount of respect of just like, damn, that was a game. We did everything we could and it didn't go our way this time. We play that same exact game 10 times. That feels like, at worst, a 6-4 split. Excellent effort from both teams. And as for game notes, this isn't exactly a note for this particular game, but as a season as a whole right now. I really believe one of Monty's instructions right now is beat the guy in front of you. I have never seen this team try to deke through so many guys. And, I mean, sure, there's a calm it down moment when Pasta or DeBrusque go 1-on-4, but each player, including Forbort, are making moves to make a guy miss first and then releasing the puck, whether it be a shot or a pass, whatever. But they're beating the guy in front of them to create a mismatch in numbers. And it's working. And the only reason we didn't have 4 goals tonight is because Ottinger is a fucking maniac. But that effort is there. Monty realizes the talent we have, and yes, this is going to go the other way against us sometimes. There's going to be a game where no one can get through anybody, and it just turns into a complete shit show. But you kind of live with that if you have this level of talent, and majority of games, 75% of games, you're able to create mismatches because Pasta dekes through his defender. All of a sudden, it's a 3-on-2 in front of the net, one good pass, and you have a great scoring opportunity. DeBrusque has jumped in on that. Bergeron's jumped in on that. Krejci really hasn't. Hall will. I mean, even Grzelcyk, Lindholm. Lindholm had a few doozies. Riley, Clifton. 4 more did it once, and I just didn't really understand what was happening. But that is what they are doing, is they want to beat one guy, then move the puck. It's brave. It's analytically interesting. But it makes for some fun hockey and some great scoring opportunities when you have the talent to do it. Really exciting watching this team under Monty. And I'm not ready to say he's a better coach than Cassidy because we're so early into the season and he hasn't hit any snags yet other than the massive injuries. But the team's responding well under him, and I'm going to take that for now. Ullmark, another game note, is astounding. He is undefeated on the season. He has a .936 save percentage on the season. I bet Swayman's his biggest fan right now. I tweeted about it. These guys love each other. They're supportive. There's no goalie controversy. Ullmark's got the net right now. Swayman is going to be the best backup he can be and hope to steal the job back at some point. That's just how it works. I just love this team so much, and I love those two guys working together. I have the next note is just a list of players, and it's just everyone. It's literally everyone. What a great effort. Frederick and Smith, there was some frustration there. Riley had a couple plays too that was frustrating. But outside of that, Smith I still thought is improving with each game. Frederick, and Riley's been good. Everyone else just excellent, excellent, excellent. What a great game. What a great game. I'm just so happy. I don't have anything else to say. That does it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. If we can keep this up, I mean, we're going to catch some losses here. We're going to have some droughts. It's going to happen. But banking 12 out of 14 points, that's not right. Yes, 12 out of 14 points in the first 7 games goes a long way for surviving without those players, Marchand and McAvoy being the players. It is all good vibes right now in Boston. Keep those shit-eating grins going, you know? Go Bees!